And now, meet Jason Amaral. He is the face of the epidemic. He grew up in the Boston suburb of Arlington, Massachusetts, went to high school there, and then on to college, where he became an addict. He could be your child or the kid next door. As the president said in his address on Saturday, 44% of Americans know someone who has been addicted to prescription painkillers. Well, tonight, correspondent DeMarco Morgan and producer Jonathan Blakely begin a special series, In the Shadow of Death, Jason's Journey.
Real quick. Is this good enough, dude?
Your eyes open, you think about heroin. Nothing else, nothing else. And any addict that's watching this will attest to that. And if you don't have money, you're thinking about how to get money to get heroin immediately.
Jason Amaral's hunt for heroin began at 7:30 in the morning on a brisk day in downtown Boston.
All right, I'll see you there in like 5 minutes.
He allowed our cameras to follow him as he tried to get money to get high.
I have to get my money at Western Union, but you saved me a little? All right, I don't give a f***. I'll go with you to wherever, buddy. Are you serious? Come on. Oh, yeah, don't answer your phone, you f***ing dumb.
From a parking garage, he called his Aunt Beth in Florida begging for cash.
Can you send me $30? Believe me, this is the last time I'm doing this to you. This doesn't work this time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm serious.
He hopped a train to meet a friend who gave him a few pills of Klonopin, an anti-anxiety medication known to addicts to take the edge off the urge.
I'm supposed to do all 4 of these right now. And then shoot some heroin.
He searched for a bathroom where he could crush and snort his pills.
We're in such a high drug area, they don't let people use the public bathrooms.
So, Jason went for the one building he knows is always open to the public.
Excuse me? Where's the entrance to City Hall?
Oh, it's right up there.
Once inside City Hall,
I hope they don't check my bag, dude.
he headed for a basement bathroom and put the money his aunt sent by Western Union to use.
That's Klonopin.
Around noon, we met Jason on the street after he scored more drugs from friends.
I just did some heroin and I was sick, and now I just did a shot and I'm very, very high, and I feel great, and I'm gonna go do what I need to do to make money, you know what I mean? And that's just how it is.
But Jason's life wasn't always like this. He grew up in Needham, Massachusetts with his younger brother Andrew, raised by a single mother who by all accounts gave her boys a happy childhood. But when Jason was only 11, his mom died of cancer. So the boys moved in with their father. In college, Jason started experimenting with the pricey pain pill OxyContin, which soon led to heroin. And so began the life of an addict. The morning we met him, he was on multiple drugs.
Over the past 3 days, what's in your system? What have you...
What have I done? Heroin, Klonopins, Xanax, cocaine, crack. That's it.
By that evening, we found Jason at a friend's house. The two had scored some heroin mixed with the powerful drug fentanyl.
That's your shot right now, point 1.
They prepared it while the friend's 3-year-old child watched TV in the next room. Remember, that next morning, Jason's supposed to show up at a rehab center. His phone rang, and it was his younger brother, Andrew.
Oh, it's my brother.
Andrew is also an addict who called to tell his big brother he was dropping out of a detox clinic.
Don't leave, please. Don't right there. Leave, please. Don't. I'm going to rehab tomorrow, and I'm going to stay. I'm sorry, dude.
But as he begged his brother to get help, he couldn't help himself.
I love you, kid. All right, go.
When he hung up the phone, Jason was overcome with emotion. But not for long.
Just tie it off like that. Stop at a red light and stop, but red means go and shoot heroin. You know what I mean?
Over the next couple hours, we watched as he nodded in and out, shot up again, snorted more pills, and saved some heroin for later. By then, his best friend, Mike Duggan, arrived.
What's up? You ready to do this?
Mike is a recovering addict who's been clean 7 years and was taking Jason to rehab the next morning.
It's life and death. Like, you will die if you don't get it this time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really what it comes down to.
The next morning, Jason, who has overdosed 8 times and lived to tell about it, began the next chapter of his life.
Good morning, Jason. How are you? We're so glad you're here.
Now, Jason walked through those doors with at least 5 drugs in his system. And tomorrow, we'll show you Jason's first tough week in detox, his struggle to survive, and Scott, the moment he's brought to tears after learning some bad news about his brother Andrew, who again is also a heroin addict.
DeMarco Morgan, thank you very much.